Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for yet another video. I do appreciate that, and as always I appreciate you. So what we have here says that shallow M.4 and 2.8 earthquakes hit northeast Oklahoma. Here you can see a photo of the 4.2 and exactly where the 2.8 hit. It says the U.S. Geological Survey registered two shallow earthquakes near Stillwater in northeast Oklahoma on December 5th, 2017. The first registered as a 4.2 about 426 UTC, while the other hit at a depth of 2 miles, and the second registered about 453 UTC as a 2.8 at a depth of 5 miles. Now it says over the past 7 days, the state has had 17 earthquakes, including today's 4.2, the strongest one so far. It says the epicenter was located about 2 miles east-southeast of Atoll, which has a population of 0, and 18.5 miles north-northwest of Stillwater, which has a population of over 45,000, 23.3 miles south of Ponca City, with a population of over 25,000, and roughly 37 miles north-northeast of Guthrie, which has a population of over 10,000 in Oklahoma. Says some 23,000 people are estimated to have felt weak shaking. There are no injuries or reports of damage, so there is some good news. Now, it says the strongest quake in history in Oklahoma was on September 3rd, 2016, when a 5.8 earthquake hit about 9.3 miles northwest of Pawnee. Now, it says immediately after the quake, state authorities shut down 37 wastewater wells used by the fracking industry to extract oil and gas. So I'm wondering if they're thinking that these recent earthquakes are actually more man-made through fracking, if you will, rather than natural earthquakes. But it goes on to say that the USGS geophysicist Daniel McNamara said at the time the earthquake was not on a fault known by the USGS. Instead, it happened on a fault perpendicular, which intersected the fault. Now, it says based on aftershock patterns, this one is an unknown fault that has been activated. Now, it says that aftershocks from the earthquake show that the undiscovered fault line that runs near or through Stillwater, Oklahoma, McNamara said. So they might have also just basically discovered a new fault line that they didn't know about. But here you can see the USGS shake map of Oklahoma from the epicenter of the 4.2 earthquake, and then for the most part, most people felt either weak or very light shaking. Now it says overall the population in this region resides in structures that are resilient to earthquake shaking, though vulnerable structures still do exist. It says the predominant vulnerable building types are unreinforced brick masonry and reinforced masonry construction. Now it says here's the estimated population exposure to the earthquake shaking. Again, you can see the epicenter there, close to Enid and Stillwater. And like we talked about up there, about 6,000 people felt weak shaking, while roughly 23,000 felt very light shaking. See if there's now here's a regional seismicity map. And again, this area isn't really known for, and I think this is from 1960 even, so obviously you can tell that this area is not known for very many earthquakes. I mean, there is a lot on this map, don't get me wrong, but this is going back from 1960, I believe. So and the strongest one was what, a 5.2 or 5.8 ever recorded in this region. Now it says many studies have been investigating the relationship between seismic activity and wastewater injection. It says particularly in Oklahoma, where scientists recorded a 4,000% increase in the rate of earthquakes between 2008 and 2016. So we're not going to get into the rest of this article. It just pretty much tells the history of the area as far as earthquakes or whatnot. But if you want to read that, the links are always in the description. So basically this one, they're possibly saying these new earthquakes or whatnot could have been caused by an unknown fault, or possibly due to the fact of these wastewater wells by the fracking industry. So again, if anything else comes of this story, I'll get that out to you guys. But I appreciate every single one of you for watching these videos and supporting the channel. We're growing every single day because of you guys, and I can't appreciate you enough. But other than that, be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And as always, check that bell notification so you guys are getting my videos as soon as they're uploaded. And hope you guys have a great day. Peace.